Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Deontay Wilder with Eddie Hearn now? That's the question. This is a picture of Deontay Wilder in London where he bounced into Mauricio Suleiman. Now, the reason Deontay Wilder's in London is, if you didn't know, I'm going to go ahead and share it with you now, is he has committed, sounds like he's going to be facing Zhang as part of the 5 versus 5 event that's going to take place, with Deontay Wilder being the matchroom heavyweight fighting and Zhang being with Queensberry and Frank Warren. And that's fine. But it makes you wonder. Now, let me say this first. I'm glad Deontay Wilder is working with Eddie Hearn. Now, I'm going to tell you this. I do not believe Deontay Wilder is just working with Eddie Hearn. Oh, boy. Working with Eddie Hearn for a one-fight deal, especially with Saudi and Turkey al-Sheikh and everything that's going on with the heavyweights. You can't make me believe that that's what's going on. I think there's a multi-fight deal that was already in place with Saudi. I've seen several articles talking about that. But we know Wilder is a kind of free agent. But him working with Eddie Hearn now is probably going to help him a whole lot to stay active. And not just get paid, but to stay active. So I think that's good for Deontay Wilder. But for people out there who are saying, why would he work with Eddie Hearn? Deontay Wilder has said some things in the past in regards to Anthony Joshua and how calling Eddie Hearn his master or massa. Some real inappropriate shit, you know. But I just think when you look at this is my last video for the night. When you look at where Wilder was several years ago, where Anthony Joshua was, and you look at where they are now. Anyone who has an issue with Deontay Wilder, let me do this, boy, because I keep yawning on y'all. Let me get my big head out of here. Let's do this, because my ass been up like 17 hours. But when you look at Deontay Wilder and where he is now, he needs the help. You look at those spells of inactivity. They can say that some of that was by choice. I think maybe 6-7 months, but not a couple of years of inactivity. Wilder was plagued with the same thing other PBC fighters were plagued with, and that's just not having the opportunities to get in the ring. And although there was a lot said about Eddie Hearn, he's a liar, trying to make the AJ fight back in the day, I think they've been able to kind of get beyond the differences. And I know Eddie Hearn, he understands for Matchroom, for DAZN, for AJ, having Wilder signed to Matchroom means a lot of money can be made, because Deontay Wilder, he already has the American audience, and to have him come out there, if they can get him back to form to where Wilder can continue with his knockouts, they can grow Wilder's platform even bigger. The thing is, Wilder is not a spring chicken. My boy's getting older. So that's one, I'd say, strike against Wilder. The other one, I truly believe the second strike is Malik Scott. But I'm not here to bash that. I like the loyalty that Wilder shows to him, what Malik Scott shows to Wilder. But for Wilder going up against a guy like Zhang, right? You know what? Maybe Malik Scott, maybe he's the right trainer for that fight because he's not going to encourage Wilder to try to exchange and look for the mashup crash up. He's going to probably have him doing the same thing, running in circles around the ring. And then by round 5, start to let his hands go. But that damn Zhang Zhang, them first 4 or 5 rounds, extremely volatile for anyone getting in the ring with him. Now, if Wilder loses this fight, well, he would have once again scuppered away the opportunity to make an AJ versus Wilder fight. Now, if you didn't know, AJ sounds like he wants to fight Parker again. So what you could see, if Eddie Hearn can't get AJ to fight the winner of Usyk, and the winner of Usyk and Fury decide that they're going to go for the rematch, if Turki Al-Sheikh allows it, because whether you agree or not, Turki Al-Sheikh is running shit out here. Not even the sanctioned bodies. He's got the checkbook. Whatever he wants to happen, that's what happens. But if for some reason Turki Al-Sheikh says, you know what, AJ's not going to fight the winner of Usyk Fury, they're going to have the rematch. Well, then AJ needs an opponent. So come down, Joseph Parker. So that would be the fight that Anthony Joshua would fight. Why? I don't know, because he already beat Joseph Parker. But then again, some people are saying AJ's just now elevated his profile to where it kind of was before, and Parker's profile is on the same level as AJ's. I don't know if I agree with that. But what I do think is Anthony Joshua needs a fight to stay busy. And then if he gets past Joseph Parker and Wilder gets past Zhang Zhang, that's going to bleed right up to Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder fighting around the time where Usyk and Fury have the rematch. And then the winner of those 2 fights can go on to fight each other. So Eddie Hearn has a plan. That's why I think he's going to hold on to Wilder for probably 2-3 fights, just to try to build him up, get him winning, keep him active. But to ultimately use him, it's not really use him because he's going to get paid good, but to have him and AJ fight. Because, look, everybody still wants to see that fight. Out of any fight that can be made in the heavyweight division, I don't care what anyone says. If they announce Wilder and AJ, shit, people going to tune in. AJ and Fury, yeah, the Brits are tuning in, but the most intriguing fight out there in the heavyweight division is still Wilder. He just needs to put down that goddamn devil lettuce juice and get back to his aggressive, violent ways, because that's just not the answer. Taking it to the stupid with this devil lettuce juice. Leave that crap alone. Go juice some gunpowder. You know what I'm saying? Leave them goddamn leaves alone. Juice some gunpowder. Put the dynamite back in your hands and explode on somebody's chin. Allow it to detonate on somebody's chin. That being said, let's just sit back and see what direction all this goes with Eddie Hearn and Deontay Wilder. I'm excited about it, but I'm very, very concerned about Wilder and Zhang Zhang fighting. Just not sure what direction that's going to go, boy, because just looking at Wilder in that last fight, I don't know. And looking at him when he fought Helenius, you know, Helenius caught him early in that. He only fought 1 round, but he caught him in that round. Wilder went to the body, and Helenius caught him upstairs. Wilder get hit like that from Zhang Zhang, it's over. It's over. I'm telling y'all gonna see Wilder haul ass around that ring. But if Wilder can land the Alabama slammer hammer, Zhang Zhang goes down faster than a plate of Alabama barbecue. But we just gotta wait and see. It is not going to be an easy fight for Wilder. Zhang's been active. Zhang is sharp. Some people feel Zhang deserved to get the win over Parker. But Zhang is one of those guys, whenever he hits somebody, he hurts them. So he must have like super heavy hands, bowling balls for fists. Anyway, y'all keep cool. Wilder's with Hearn. A lot of people are shocked for a lot of reasons, understandably so. But I think at this point in time, I think that's the best move for him, even for Hearn. Hearn is no kid in my opinion, but he's already taken over goddamn boxing. Hearn keeps his fighters active. Wilder could be fighting all over. More fighters are going to gravitate towards Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn alone, I think, could shut down American boxing because he has a promoter. His recipe seems to be working. It seems to be working. But anyway, let's see how it works with Wilder on his roster now. Y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. And you see, I'm still alive. Oh, wrong one. I'm still alive. I just didn't want to keep yawning on y'all. I'm going to bed in the breeze.